Now, a little bit of news that went down here in our backyard of Houston, Texas. Bon Jovi has gone viral for quote-unquote shockingly poor concert footage. Bon Jovi is a guy who he is one of the only dudes who survived that big culling of all the 80s metal bands. Because Bon Jovi, if you were around in the 80s, he was just as big as anyone in that hair metal scene. And one of those guys, he survived grunge. He even thrived in the rubble of grunge. He's had hit songs in the 2000s. So I would feel the guy's made money, but he continues to tour, even though by the footage coming out of his tour, his once beautiful voice has been ravaged by time. And this video was posted of his show here in Houston. And those tickets are fucking expensive to go see Bon Jovi. And there was probably, I'm guessing that's Toyota Center. I'm not positive where he played. But it would have been one of the bigger venues here. You're talking tens of thousands of people paying like fucking 60 to 100 and something bucks before all the ass raping charges. And you come here and you get this. Flip it over, flip it over, flip it over. Oh shit. Oh, that is painful. Flash the fucking pearly whites. That's the only thing you could do in that moment. Holy shit, that was bad. Where do I start? He sounds like an old lady. He cannot carry shit. Marianne Faithfull will sing circles around this motherfucker. Courtney Love, even dare I say Vince Neil, laughing in his face. You gotta understand, this guy used to have one of the most beautiful voices. Everyone knows Bon Jovi's voice. This shit is washed up. And you gotta quit, bro. How much money do you need? I know he lives in the Hamptons and he's got a very expensive home and he does the whole public scene around there. He's a bit of a socialite. In subsequent videos from stops further on down the tour, it seems like Bon Jovi has become aware that he's fucked up because now he's flat out lip syncing, which to me is even fucking worse. If I paid, once again, this is not cheap. And to get into a venue that size is always a pain in the ass. Whatever city you live in, I don't give a fuck how well your shit is set up. If you're going to a show with tens of thousands of people, it's a pain in the ass. You got to pay for parking. Dude, there are people who fucking don't pay bills to go see shows, and you're gonna fucking shortchange them with a half-ass show, and then B, a fucking lip-synced vocal from Bon Jovi of Bon Jovi. Jesus Christ. You can hear in the crowd, everybody's like almost shocked, but then he smiles, and everybody's like, oh shit, it's Bon Jovi. Wow. You got to give it up or get Sambora back. Does he still have his voice? When I look at the comments that are, coming out on this video, I'm seeing a lot of people saying, well, he was never known for being the most technically gifted. I thought he had a great fucking voice. It's not like he had some huge, like Jeff Tate, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden type range. But like with what he had, like just a really solid rock vocal. Rock vocalists don't have to have some huge range. And I think he did a great job with what he had. And he had a really, I mean, you go back, you listen to Dead or Alive or any of those hits, his voice sounds great in those. And yeah, man, bad fucking news. Marco Rokisaki said, I think it's been 10 years. I went on their concert. I drove to a different country because I love Bon Jovi. Throughout the whole concert, I was like, what the actual fuck is wrong with his voice? Even then it sucked. Imagine now. Yeah. I mean, you see it just flipping through. He's lost it. One guy was saying, oh, fire the sound guy. Poor earphone mix. Bro, once again, his tone, there was nothing in there. He sounded like an old lady. That sounded like an old lady doing a Bon Jovi karaoke fucking jam. John is starting to look like my Aunt Esther. Where's the matching tracksuit? Hang it up, dude. He needs to hang it up. I mean, everybody is saying he's got to hang it up. I'm saying it too, dog. It's time to ride off into the sunset, cowboy. Anyways, shit.